Today I'm going to show you how to build your own car dealership store in Minecraft, full of loads of different car models, ranging from a sleek sporty one to a convertible. And before I start this tutorial, I'd love it if you give that like button a little smash, as I'd highly appreciate that, as it does help me out. But with all that said, let's get building. Here are all the materials that you will need for this build. And the plot of land you will need is 41 by 42 blocks. So first up, I'm going to grab myself some blue concrete. And then if I just come to the top left corner here, and then just on this block, I'm going to place one just there, and then another one next to that. And I'm just going to build this up by another 10 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that should give us a pillar of 11 blocks high in total. And then I'm just going to mirror this on the other side as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just there. And I'm moving back to one of the pillars. I'm going to build across 39 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. And then I'm just going to replicate that on the other side. And then I'm just going to link these 2 points together. So you should end up with something like this. And then just moving to the back, on the right hand side, I'm just going to build up a pillar. And then I'm just going to extend this whole wall just until I meet with the other end over there. And then just at the back wall here, I'm going to place another blue concrete just there. And then I'm just going to build this all the way along. And then after that, just moving to this point over here, I'm going to count across 21 blocks. So including this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then on the 22nd block, so the one next to that, I'm going to place one blue concrete just there. And then I'm just going to build this all the way across to reach the other end. Just here. And then I'm just going to fill in this bottom area with all of this blue concrete. And then once that whole section has been filled in, just coming over to the back wall again. Firstly, I'm just going to thicken this by another 2 blocks. I'm just going to do that on the other side. And the next up, I'm going to grab myself some grey concrete. And then moving to this left hand side, I'm going to place 4 grey concrete just there. And then I'm just going to extend this up just until I'm level with this hollow section just there. And then once that's been built up, sticking with our grey concrete, I'm going to build across 21 blocks from this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then I'm just going to thicken it by 1 more. And then I'm just going to repeat this shape on the other side. So again, just creating a 2 by 2 square just there, and then building that up. And then again, extending this across by 21 blocks. And then moving to the left hand side, I'm going to place 2 grey concrete just there. And then I'm just going to extend this all the way along just until I connect with the other side. And then just moving to the roof, just where these 2 kind of grey areas are visible, I'm just going to top that off with some more blue concrete. So you should end up with something like this. And the next up, I'm going to grab myself some white concrete. And then just in this hollow area at the back here, I'm just going to fill in all of it. So you should end up with something like this. And then once that wall has been built, moving to the right hand side, from this point, I'm going to dig it across 20 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I'm just going to look right and then dig a whole row going in this direction, just until I line up with the kind of right hand side of this pillar, kind of like over there. And then I'm just going to dig that all the way over there. And then once this has all been dug with some grey concrete, firstly I'm just going to replace these kind of bottom bits just there. And the next I'm going to grab myself some polished andesite, and then I'm just going to replace the bottom of this little area that we dug out. And then once that all has been replaced, I'm now going to grab myself some anvils. And then I'm just going to place anvils all the way along while they, you know, deafen my ears. And then once those anvils have been placed, I'm now going to grab myself some black stained glass panes. And then just coming to the right hand side, just on this block, I'm going to go across 15 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then I'm just going to do the same on the other side. Just making sure I hold down shift while I place these. And then that'll create a little gap for our doorway. And then just on either of these ends, I'm going to place another 5 glass panes on top. And then I'm just going to link these two top points together. And then I'm just going to extend this wall up all the way to the top. And then once that's done, moving to the right hand side, I'm going to place some more panes just along this side. And also on the other side as well. And then I'm just going to fill in these two areas with some more of our black glass. And then with all the glass filled in, we can now make the entrance here. So for that, I'm going to need some white stained glass panes. And just on either side, I'm going to place 2 panes. And then I'm just going to build these up. And then from the inward sections, firstly I'm going to place 1 pane just on either side. And then on top of those panes, I'm going to grab myself a deep slate wall. And then I'm just going to place 1 of these on top of each pane. And then I'm going to place another 3 glass panes on top of the walls, just there. So that will give us our doorway. And the next, I'm going to grab myself some quartz slabs. And then just going to the left hand side. Firstly, I'm going to place 3 slabs, just leaving a half gap in between them. And then I'm just going to wrap around the window with these slabs. So I'm just going to go all the way around the whole building. So just doing that for each layer. And the next up for a sign, I'm going to need myself some grey concrete. And then starting from this point, I'm going to go across 1 block. And then on the 3rd block, I'm going to place 1 grey concrete just there. I'm just going to send that across, so it's 4 along in total. And then I'm just going to build this up until I reach the ceiling. And then I'm going to place another 4 rows of 4 just on top. And then for the car company's logo, I'm going to grab myself some quartz slabs. And then I'm just going to place 4 of these kind of alternating, just like that. And that'll give us a nice little logo here. And then just moving to the inside, I'm going to grab myself some polished andesite. I'm just going to fill in this entire area with all of it. So firstly, I'm going to grab myself some white concrete. And then just on either end, firstly, from this point, I'm going to build out by 3 blocks. And then I'm just going to extend this all the way across to the other side. And that'll give us something like that. And then I'm just going to do the same thing on this side as well. And then next up, I'm just going to firstly leave a gap of 5 here and then place 1 white concrete just there. And I'm just going to repeat this just until I have a gap of 5 on the end here. And then I'm just going to extend all of these points down to meet up with this side just there. And then after that, I'm going to grab myself some black stained glass. And then I'm just going to fill in all of these areas for our skylights. So with the roof done, I'm now going to fill in some of the car area just down here. But before I do that, I'm just going to replace this whole border with some smooth stone. And then once that's done, sticking with the smooth stone, I'm going to build another row, just extending the front out. And then I'm also going to extend the left and right hand side as well. And then just from this point just there, I'm going to place 2 more smooth stone and then build this all the way across to the other side. And then once that's done, I'm just going to fill in this whole grass area with some more grey concrete. And then once our car area has been filled in, I'm now going to add some flag posters for the front. So for that, I'm going to grab myself a deep slate wall. And then I'm just going to go across 7 blocks, and then on the 8th block, I'm going to place 3 deep slate walls just there. Oh, actually, let's make that another one. So 4 in total. And then I'm going to grab myself some blue and some white wool. And then I'm going to place 1 white and then 1 blue on top of that. And then another white on top of that. And then I'm going to grab myself some deep slate tile stairs. Then I'm going to place 1 on top just there. And then an upside down one just coming out of it just there. And that'll give us a nice little flag design just there. And then I'm just going to repeat this another 2 more times, leaving a gap of 7 in between each of them. And then finally, just moving to this right hand side here with some more deep slate tile walls. From this block, I'm just going to build a pillar all the way up as an extra support just there. So with most of the outside done, we can now start decorating the inside bit. And firstly, I need to add some lights. Firstly, I'm just going to grab myself a chain to begin with. And then just coming up to this point here, I'm going to count across 6 blocks. And on the 7th block, I'm going to place 1 chain just there. And I'm going to build that down by 3 in total. Then I'm going to do the same thing from the other side. So counting across 6 blocks, and on the 7th one, building 3 chains down just there. And then just on kind of each section, I'm just going to repeat that another 5 times. Just making sure they're aligning with each other. And then once the chains have been placed, I'm going to grab myself some iron trapdoors. And then I'm going to place 1 trapdoor underneath each chain, just like this. And then I'm going to place 1 trapdoor either side. So I'm just going to do that for all of the lights. And then to make these lights actually light up, I'm going to grab myself some lanterns. And I'm just going to place 2 of these on either side of the chain. And that'll give us all of our lights. And then for a little bit of extra detail on the outside, I'm going to grab myself some oak leaves. And I'm just going to do some sort of long bush on either side, just randomly placing them. So for the inside, firstly, I'm going to make the desk areas where the customers will buy their cars. So for this, firstly, I'm going to grab myself a cauldron and some spruce leaves. And then starting from this block, I'm going to place 1 cauldron just there with 2 spruce leaves on top. And then I'm going to leave a gap of 7 and then repeat that. And I'm just going to keep doing this just until I'm 1 block away from the left-hand side wall. just until I meet there. So in between these kind of bushes will be where each kind of desk section is. So for one desk, I'm going to grab myself a white shulker box to begin with. And then just along this back wall, I'm going to place 6. Just there. And the next, I'm going to grab myself some grey concrete as well. And then I'm just going to place 5 on either side. And then 1 on each side as well. And then I'm going to grab myself some quartz stairs. And then I'm just going to place 2 of these for each chair. And then I'm also going to grab myself some deep slate stairs. And then for the customer's end, I'm going to place 2 chairs. Just there. And then for a laptop design, I'm going to grab myself some heavy pressure plate. I'm just going to place 1 there and 1 here. And then I'm going to place 1 iron trapdoor behind it. So just 1 trapdoor behind each of them. And then with a lever, I'm going to place 1 underneath each one to flip these up. And then I'm just going to place a painting in front of each trapdoor. And then just to finish off this desk, I'm going to grab myself some white carpet. I'm just going to top all the grey concrete off with it. So that's the design for one desk area. And I'm just going to repeat this another 3 times in between each of these bushes just there. And then by doing that, you should end up with something like this. And the next up, for the car company logo, I'm going to grab myself some blue concrete. And then using this kind of 4th bush as a point, I'm going to go up 2 blocks. And on that block, I'm going to place 2 blue concrete just there. And then just following that same pattern for that logo that we done earlier, I'm going to place 2 just on the right hand side, then another 2 on the left, and then another 2 on the right just there. And then I'm also going to do another logo on the left hand side. So using this 2nd bush as a guide, I'm going to go up 3 blocks. And then on that 3rd one, I'm going to place 2 blue concrete just there. And then on the left hand side, 1 block below, I'm going to add another 2. And then just repeating that pattern for another logo just there. And then just to illuminate these logos, I'm going to grab myself a torch and place 1 of these on the inner sections just there. And the next up, for a entrance desk here. So using this kind of doorway as a guide, from this block, I'm going to go up 5 blocks in total. And then on the 6th block, I'm going to place 1 blue concrete just there, and then 1 either side. And then I'm going to place another blue concrete just either side, up 1 just there, and then another 2 as well. And then I'm also going to grab myself some grey carpet, and I'm just going to place 3 on either side just there, and then 1 in the middle. And then I'm just going to do the same laptop design I've done with those desks over there. So again, 2 heavy pressure plates with some iron trapdoors behind them, with some levers, and then a painting just on them. And then for some chairs, I'm going to add 2 quartz slabs just there. And then behind them, I'm going to get an iron trapdoor and place them. And then to neaten it off with a white banner, place 1 of them in front of each door. And then for some more cabinets, I'm going to grab myself a white shulker box and place 2 of these just on either side. So with the outside area done and the indoor area all decorated as well, we can now start to fill this place up with some cars. First up, for a modern sports car. So for this, I'm going to grab myself some black wool. And then from this point, I'm going to go across 5 blocks. And then on that 5th block, I'm going to place 1 wall just there. Then I'm going to leave a gap of 3 and then place another wall. And then leaving a block in between them, I'm going to place another 2 just there. And the next up, I'm going to grab myself some quartz slabs. And I'm going to place 1 in between just there, and then 3 on the front. And then I'm going to place another 3 just in between the wheels. And then 3 on the back as well. And I'm also going to place 1 there, and then another 1 just on the left hand side there as well. And the next I'm going to grab myself a full block of quartz. And then just on this block here, I'm going to place 1 quartz there, and another 1 on the other side. And I'm also going to get myself some black stained glass panes. I'm just going to place 5 of these going around for a window just there. And then with some white carpet, I'm just going to fill the front bit up with that for a bonnet, and also place a row on the back. And then moving to the quartz slabs, I'm going to place a row of 3 at the back there as well. And then for the inside, I'm going to grab myself a deep slate tile stair and place 1 just there. And then for a little steering wheel, I like to use a grindstone for that. And then we can just place 1 just there. And the next I'm going to grab myself some string and place 2 string just inside there. And then with some more white carpet, I'm going to place 2 carpet on top of the string and also just on top of the glass in the back wall as well. And then for some wind mirrors, I'm going to grab myself some light grey glass panes. I'm going to place one of them just either side. And to add a bit more detail to the wheels, I'm going to add some stone buttons on these. And then for some headlights, I'm going to grab some item frames and some glowstone. And then I'm going to place 2 item frames at the front and then 2 at the back. And then for the headlights, I'm going to add some glowstone. And then for the back, for some backlights, I'm going to get a redstone block and place 2 of them there. And then I'm also going to add an item frame just in the middle there. And then inside, I'm going to add myself a quartz stair just for the card badge just there. And then next, I'm going to grab myself some Burt signs. I'm going to place 1 sign just over that item frame just there. Then I'm going to place signs just along this right hand side. And then 1 in the middle there. And then some more signs on this left hand side as well. And that will give us our first car design. And the next up for another kind of sporty car. So again, from this point, I'm going to go across 5 blocks, and on that 5th block, place some more black wool. And then again, another black wool, 1 block gap in between, and then another 2, just leaving a 3 block gap in between there. And then this time, this is going to be a red car, so let's grab some red wool for this. Then I'm just going to place 3 red wool at the front, and then 3 at the back. I'm going to fill in the gaps of those wheels. And then I'm going to place another 3 red wool just on either side. And then for this front, I'm going to grab some red carpet. And I'm just going to place 5 just there. And then in that gap, I'm going to get myself a mangrove slab. And just place 1 just there. And then with some more red wool, I'm also going to place 2 just on either side just there for the back. And then next for another wheel, I'm going to add a grindstone just there. And then also another deep slate tile stair for a seat. And then just 1 red wool in that little gap just there. And then in that gap, I'm also going to add myself a black stained glass block just there. And on top, I'm going to add some more red carpet. And then with some black stained glass panes, I'm going to place another 5 just going around just there. And then I'm going to add 1 string on top of that stair there. And then that will enable us to place carpet on top of that for our roof. So a lot of these cars pretty much use like similar techniques. And again, I'm just going to add the stone buttons on the black wall there. And just at the back to finish that off, add some more red carpet. And then finishing off these sides again, I'm going to add 2 item frames on each side. With some more glowstone for some headlights. And some block of redstone for the back ones. And then again, let's add the car logo. And then a quartz stair in front of that. And then some stairs on each side. So just going around again. And that'll give another kind of sporty red car. So now let's add some more cars outside here. So this is going to be a blue and white car. So for this, again, same procedure for the wheels with some more black wool. And starting from this block, I'm just going to leave a gap of 2. And then on that 3rd block, place some more black wool. And then leaving 1 gap in between. And then going up 4 blocks and placing another 2 just there. And again, with some more quartz slabs, I'm going to place 3 at the front and 3 at the back. Just filling these areas in. And then some in these gaps on each side just there. And then with a full quartz block, I'm going to add 1 either side just there. And then behind that, I'm going to add 1 quartz stair just on top of the wheels there. And then for another wheel, let's add another grindstone there. And also another deep slate stair for another seat. And then with some more black stained glass, let's do another window. And then with some blue and white carpet, I'm going to place some blue carpet, just like 1 row at the front and then 1 at the back. And then some white carpet on either side. And then also, let's add another quartz stair in that gap there as well. And then for the roof, let's grab some string. Let's place 2 just above there. And then Let's fill up this roof with some more of the carpet. And then more buttons on the wheels. And then more headlights. And backlights. And also another logo. And then again, I'm going to place one Bert sign over that. And then some along each sides. So just these signs along both sides. Oh, and actually this middle bit needs to be blue, so add some blue carpet there. And now I'll add a cool little blue and white pattern for this car. And the next up, for a nice little yellow car. So for this, I'm going to leave a gap of 3 and then place one black wall there, a gap, and another black wall. And leaving a gap of 3, place another 2 black just there. And then this time, I'm going to grab myself some yellow concrete. Then I'm going to place 3 in front of the wheels there, and then 3 behind. And then I'm just going to fill in these areas, and then also each side. And then for the front, I'm going to top that off with some yellow carpet. I'm also going to add an extra bit of yellow concrete just there. And then again, 1 grindstone for another wheel, and then some deep slate tile stairs just there for another comfy seat. And then this also, grab some black stained glass panes and place another loop of 5 around that. Oh, I just realised on both cars I forgot the wind mirrors. Let's make sure I add them. There you are, they look a little bit better by doing that. And then I'm going to add some more wind mirrors on this yellow one as well. And then I'm going to place another 2 yellow concrete just on either side, just there. And then 1 in that gap. And just behind this, just to slope the car, I'm going to add some sandstone stairs just there. And then 2 more string just inside. And then some more yellow carpet on top. And then some more buttons on the wheels. More headlights. Well, backlights first, and then more headlights. So add some glowstone just there. Another item frame in the middle for a logo. And then just grab some signs. And again, 1 sign at the front. And then again along the sides. And then 1 in the middle there. And then along the sides. Next up for another red car design. So let's grab some more black wool. So again, leaving a gap of 3. So I'm just leaving a gap of 3 in between each of these cars pretty much. So yep, another gap of 3. Let's place another 2 black wool there. And then this time I'm going to leave a gap of 2 and place some more black wool there. Then I'm going to grab some red concrete. And then I'm going to place 3 red at the front. And then 3 red at the back. And then I'm just going to fill in the sides. And then I'm going to place 2 red just inside that little bit just there. And on top of these back wheels, I'm going to add more red concrete just there. And then for the interior, I'm going to add another deep slate tile stair for another seat. And another grindstone for another steering wheel. And then with some more back stained glass, let's just go around it. Just there. And then some more wind mirrors on either side. And then for the back, I'm going to grab myself some mangrove stairs and place a row just there. And then I'm also going to grab myself some string. Just place 2 inside there. And the next, I'm going to grab myself some red and some white carpet. And then I'm going to do another cool little design on this one. So I'm going to add 2 red carpet on either side and then some white in the middle. And I'm just going to follow this up to the top. So I'm going to place some more red carpet on top of the glass there. And some white just in the middle just there. And then again, this is add the extra details to the car. So again, some more buttons and then some more headlights. Some backlights. And then another item frame there for our logo. What's there in there. And then to finish off, add some signs again going around the car. And the next up, I'm going to move on to a black car. This is going to be a more kind of like sleek, kind of like smart car. So for this, again, we've got to add some more wheels. And then again, leaving that gap of 3, I'm going to place some more black wool just there. And then a gap in between those 2. And then this time, I'm going to leave a gap of 4 in between those wheels. It's going to be a slightly bigger car. And the next, I'm going to grab myself some deep slate tile slabs, and I'm going to place 3 at the front, and 3 at the back, and 1 in between the wheels. And also an extra row coming out the front just there. And then I'm just going to join these 2 sections together just there. And I'm also going to add an extra slab just there. And again, for the interior, let's add another grindstone for our wheel and another deep slate tile stair for a seat just there. And then for the bonnet, let's add some black carpet for the front there. And I'm also going to add 2 black carpet at the back. And then let's also grab a black stained glass pane. Let's place 5 of them around for our front window. And then with some black concrete, I'm then going to place 2 just there. And then I'm also going to grab myself some black stained glass and place 1 just there. Then let's also add some more wind mirrors with some light grey panes just there. And then let's get some more string. Let's place them in these gaps. And then let's top the car off with some black carpet. And then let's add the extra details again. So again, we can add some back lights, some front lights. Let's add another logo there. And then again with the Burt signs, place 1 in front of the logo there. And then I'm just going to place some more signs on each side. And then also some buttons for those wheels. So the next car I'm going to do is going to be a convertible styled car. So for that, again, another gap of 3. And then 1 black wall just there, a gap, another black wall. And then this time I'm going to leave a gap of 3 and place another 2 black wall just there. And after that, I'm going to grab myself some stone slabs. And then with these slabs, I'm going to place 1 row at the front and then another row at the back. And I'm just going to fill these gaps in and then place 3 stone slabs in between just there, and also 1 slab just there as well. And then for the interior, let's add another deep slate stair for a seat there. And then I'm also going to get myself a grindstone and place 1 of them just there for another wheel. And then let's grab some more black stained glass. Let's place another 5 round there for a windscreen, and we can't forget the wind mirrors as well. And the next I'm going to grab myself some yellow and grey carpet. I'm going to add another cool pattern to this one. So I'm going to add 3 grey carpet on either side at the back there. And then 2 on either side at the front. And then in the middle there, I'm going to add 2 yellow carpet. And then another 2 yellow carpet at the back also. And then again, let's add some more detail to these wheels. And let's also add some more details. So again, front lights and the back lights. And also the logo. Add the logo there. And then again, 1 sign on that logo there. And then signs on each side. Going all the way around in those gaps. And that'll give us a nice modern convertible here. And then for our final car, I'm going to do a little green car here. So again, another gap of 3. And then this time, 2 more black wool. And then just 1 gap this time, and then another 2 black wool just there. And then I'm going to grab myself some green wool. Let's place 3 at the front, 3 at the back, and then 1 in the gaps. And then I'm going to place 1 green wool on top of the back wheels just there. And then on the back section here, I'm going to grab myself some dark prismarine stairs and place them just there. And then with some more black stained glass, let's add some more windows going around just there. And also let's add a green wall just in that little bit there. And then let's add another deep slate tile stair for another seat. And then let's also add another grindstone for another wheel. And then again, fill that up with some string. And then with some green carpet, let's fill up this top area. Just there. And then some green carpet on top of the front as well. And then again, this is add all of our extra details. So the buttons around the wheels, and our item frames on either side. Again, the back lights with some redstone, front lights with some glowstone. Also add the little company kind of like badge sign again, just there. Burt sign in front of that, and then placing more signs all the way around. And then some more wind mirrors with some more light grey glass panes just there. And that completes our collection of different cars this place sells. And if you did enjoy this tutorial, please smash that like button, as I would highly appreciate that, as it does help me out. And also, I've got a Discord server which you can chill in. The link to that will be below if you just want to hang with us in there. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and have a good day.